Hi, I'm Dr. Tanvir Bush, and I'm here to ask for your help in getting my novel Cull out into the world. Cull is a first. It's a breakthrough, smash-the-walls-down satire about the current welfare system, and it's written from the perspective of the disabled community, written by a disabled author, myself, and with a disabled protagonist. Many of you probably already know, and as research has shown, that the current welfare cuts and austerity measures have affected the disabled community most in our society. Just this November, a UN committee found reliable evidence that the UK welfare cuts had resulted in grave or systematic violations of the human rights of people with disabilities. Against a background of austerity, my novel, Cull, explores how government could sanction and sponsor euthanasia, and who and how might respond. It's thrilling entertainment, controversial, funny and moving. And in addition, it has the most delightful dog in it, for which I must thank my excellent researcher, Grace. It's a novel that inspires greater empathy and understanding about what it is to be disabled in the UK today, whilst still being an exhilarating read. Thanks, Grace. Thank you. Thank you. That's perfect. I'm going to read a short piece from the beginning of the novel, and in it, Alex, who is the novel's protagonist, who is also visually impaired like myself and has a guide dog, she has gone to the job centre. Today, Alex has a new Motivation and Empowerment Officer, MEO. She's small and plump with a pink face and looks rather sweet, although clearly anxious. She reminds Alex of a white mouse released into its first laboratory maze. "Good morning, my name's Lucy," she says, and leans over the desk to proffer a hand. Before she completes that sentence, she freezes. Already in her first 20 seconds, she realises she's committed two grave mistakes. One, she's offered to shake Alex's hand. Two, and even worse than that, she has almost asked the client how they are. No, 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 this is entirely outside of the technical outcomes for social advancement protocol. When dealing with Crips, never make physical contact and never ask them how they are. Apparently, this implies interest in the health of the Crip client, which could lead to what they call negative empathic stereotyping. Crips, by definition, have health problems. TOSA does not believe in allowing anyone to dwell on this aspect of the client, including the client. Positivity is key for the work-shy. Lucy is still frozen. "Hi, Lucy. Nice to meet you." Alex, amused, pretends she hasn't noticed Lucy's extended hand and sits. Lucy glances over her shoulder in case her faux pas has been noticed by her supervisor. It hasn't. She's lucky. She plonks back down into her seat and picks up Alex's file. "Alexandra, Alex, yes, well, what can I do for you today? According to our records, you have a placement already. It says here you saw my colleague Ishmael 3 months ago. Is there a problem?" Lucy is rummaging through Alex's file. "The thing is, Lucy, it's a part-time placement." Alex leans in, talking low as if Lucy is a good friend at a bar. "I am, therefore, still not actually in paid employment. Having previously had actual paid work, I feel I could do a great deal better." "Is there a problem?" Lucy's supervisor has crept up behind her like Nosferatu, only with a clipboard. He doesn't introduce himself, but leans over Lucy and picks up Alex's file. "I'm sorry," Alex says, although she isn't. She's irritated. "You are reading my file, so you obviously know who I am, but you are?" He's wearing gold-rimmed spectacles, purely so he can glare at people over the top of them. He does so now at Alex. "My name is Mr. Timms, and I'm Lucy's supervisor. I see your file is marked with a silver star. That's excellent. We've already been able to place you in work." Alex sighs. "Mr. Timms, Lucy, I'm in a placement, i.e. a temporary part-time experience. I did this kind of thing in my sixth form at school. As people who actually work in an employment office, you must be aware that a placement is not a job. It does not actually pay. Mr. Timms is looking at Alex's CV. She has a lot of qualifications and this seems to annoy him. It says here you had a job with BBC Voyager, embedded with the troops in spite of your... He waves vaguely at Alex's face. His tone is suspicious. She doesn't respond. And Channel 14 films? Goodness, all very glamorous. Not really, she mumbles, although it had been. And now a much sought-after placement with the Cambright Sun. Yes, all this I know already, she says. His eyes flicker up over his glasses again. It's like being poked with a stick. Are we going to be having trouble with you, Alex?